TV here at the premiere for Hillsong Let Hope Rise.
When you talk about, is there a God? Well, you can see the evidence, the substance everywhere. And even Einstein and Stephen Hawking, the greatest scientist, said there's obviously an intellect beyond ours. They don't want to call it God.
I read in one of your bios that you're not a religious person, so
True.
How was it filming this movie and directing a Christian film?
It was great. I kept an open mind, which I believe you should be doing when you're doing a documentary. And I actually ended up learning a lot from them. Everyone asked me, was I saved by making, my friends are like, are you saved? Like concerned about this sort of, because my friends are all crazy musician weirdos. And I tell them, no, I haven't been saved, but I have been influenced by this band. They're people who know how to love really, really effectively. And that is something, no matter what you believe in, it's going to bring you happiness. How to treat people, how to keep your heart open, how to build support for people and receive that back.
And my question is, did you go through any struggles making this film?
Are you kidding? Massive struggles. It's like a daily battle making this movie. It was not easy. I don't know if you know this, but we had this movie set up at another studio that went bankrupt. And so we went into bankruptcy for a little while. Not the movie, but the studio. And it was a battle to get it out. And then eventually we got it out. And finally got it back up and going.
I can relate to it because even though there's a lot of fanfare and hype in a movie around this, at the end of the day, we're hoping that people would see normal humans that love God with all of our insecurities and all of our gifting thrown into one, that, when you just trust God and follow Him, that He would truly direct your paths.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
So, what is your favorite song that you have performed so far?
Oh my gosh. I hate this question because there's too many songs to like. But there's one song in particular I love. It's called Empire. There's a bit of a story behind it. We'd have all day to talk about it. I love that song.
And what legacy do you hope to leave for young people especially?
I think for us it's just all about using what's in your hand to kind of glorify God and extend the kingdom of God here on earth. And for us that's just all we've done is use what we have and our abilities and our gifts that God's given us. So for us, that's what we want other people to do and strive to do, is use what they have, to do it in a way that would work for them.
That's great. Thank you so much.
It's going to be.
And why do you think this movie is so important, especially for young people in this generation to see?
For me, I would say that I think for young people, attaching themselves to a purpose is the most important thing. Like I was fortunate enough when I was probably 15, I was going to school. I went to an all-boys school and played rugby and did a lot of like boisterous things. And one of my friends would go out and drink, and and I managed to find a purpose in God at such a young age and attach myself to that. And I think this film, if anything, is just an example of people believing in God and trusting in His calling for their lives. And I pray that the people would receive that and see that, and that they can go, hey, I don't need to do these crazy things over here. I can actually pursue God and make a change in people's lives. And I pray that people would see the film and understand that we're just normal people that just gave everything to pursuing God, and that they can do exactly the same thing. So
that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
What message do you have for young people out there that might be going through struggles?
Well, I mean, I would say that young people, you often feel so alone when you're encountering problems and struggles, and so often when you encounter, when you're in a situation where you're struggling, there's a shame attached to it, and you want to isolate yourself. But I would say, reach out. I hope that this film would encourage people to see the church in a new light, and to see the church as a place that is encouraging, that is inclusive, that you would find a message of hope, that you would find purpose, and that it's...
and all around the world.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's that there is hope, and that hope is a personal thing, and it's something that we can share in together. And I think, like, the thing I love about worship, what we get to do is, it's such an intimate thing. It's a personal thing, but it's something we share with an entire room of people, day in, day out. And that's just not when we're with people in a room singing songs like we are here or in a movie theater, but all around the world as the church. And I think we live in a world where people are searching, and haven't got a lot of answers. And I personally believe that Jesus is the hope of the world. There's nothing else except for through Him and in Him. And And so that's why we're doing this, and that's our prayer for the film.
And do you think this movie will help those who aren't Christians know more about God and become wanting to be a part of this faith?
Well, I hope so. Like even if it's just one person, I mean, like then that's fine. I think at the very least, my hope is that it would help people at least get closer, or understand who Jesus is closer, or understand, maybe see our lives and go, oh, they're really normal people, like, they're not too dissimilar to me, because we're not. Everybody, I feel like we share the same basic stuff in life. It's that we all want to be loved, we all want to love, and that's God. Like God is love, and so it's like I think it's just people can just understand that they don't have to change everything about themselves in order to be who they need to be for God to use them. I think there's that's an inspiring thing for people, and it's like not about doing all the big stuff. It's not about what we're doing. This isn't real life, like this is a moment, but real life is made up on the normal stuff day in, day out. We're at school or college or going to work and just having a family and dealing with life struggles, and in the midst of that, understanding that we're not alone, and that we can help and inspire others.
Did you ever think that you would end up here today?
He loves them.
Definitely not. No, this is a shock. Even right now, I'm like, I can't believe there's a red carpet, there's like cameras, it's pretty crazy. I got to get my makeup done, which is really nice. So, yeah, a nice surprise.
That's so good. And what message of hope do you think that this movie will bring people, especially in America today?
I hope that no matter what anyone is facing, like no matter what season they're in, no matter what they are facing, that they would actually find the hope of Jesus through this film. And because it's a different kind of film, it's a worship theatrical experience. We're hoping that people would experience the presence of Jesus, even if they don't know who he is, and just even through like the music and the way the stories portray that God did some crazy things in the lives of very ordinary people. And so I feel like no matter what people are facing, I hope that they will find hope and they would be encouraged and they would be inspired just to continue to walk out their life and with whatever they've got in their hands, whether they believe in Jesus or not, but they would be inspired just to give their very best, and knowing that there is a God in heaven that loves them no matter where they're at, like I said, no matter what season they're in. And I just hope, that people literally just walk out filled with hope and just with their head on it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
No worries.
This is Gianna Holiday with homeschoolcampus.tv. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.